Hello, good afternoon. Or good morning, or whatever. I don't know what time it is everywhere, but it's afternoon for me. How's it going? How's everyone doing? How you doing, Gray? How are you doing? AWD. Odd. What name do you go by? Is it just Super? Or what do you prefer? I don't know if I asked you this before. Hello? Hello? Super? Let's go with Super. How's everyone doing? My hands are so dry. Oh my god. Right. How me? Yeah, I'm okay. I am working on Drycha and doing good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, Drycha's won a lot of work, which I knew she was going to be, but she's I should have reset my palette last night and when I was painting and I didn't, and now I need to do a load of corrections, which is a bit annoying. But she looks all right. I'm quite happy with the progress. It's yeah, just some connections. Reeling from Niv's announcement yesterday. Yeah, I think it's been a long time coming, being honest. But yeah, this is for those of you who don't know about this. Nivian runs or has been running a World of Warcraft raiding community for like 12, 13 years. Over the last few years, it's become more and more of a chore, where he's not enjoyed it as much as he used to. And just feels like, rather than the excitement after a kill, it feels more like a, oh thank god that's over kind of. And he didn't want it to get to a point where he hated doing it and then cancelling it. And he also didn't want to pass over the reins to someone else because they would run the community in a different way. So he's decided to stop doing the raids, which for a lot of people, well, for most people, it's come as a surprise. For a few people, they understand. But it's sad. It's the end of an era, and yeah, I know I'll miss it. But I have to admit, I'm not as invested as I used to be. For me, a lot of my hobby time is now taken over by painting Warhammer. I play very few computer games anymore. It's very rare that I actually play anything. And I think a lot of people are in the same boat. I know Nick would like to have more time for other games and more time for the hobby. So it's hi Degamad, how are you doing? So yeah, it's that's kind of it, I guess. But yeah, so it's very sad. Where I know he's feeling it, but I also know he's thought of doing this for, well, many times. He's had lots of evenings where he was been very frustrated after raids and stuff, and it's like, why am I even doing this? I'm gonna just cancel it, and he never did. And then yeah, he felt like now is the time. Ugh. Well, you can still play. It's not like the game is finished. There's still It's just that he won't be organising any raids anymore. But I know what you're saying. You only have so much game time. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's... Don't get me wrong, like, I'll miss it. World of Warcraft has always been my main game. It's how Nivian and I met, like, through raiding. But like Nivian, I also felt like it felt like a chore the last year or so. It hasn't really felt like the same. So I think I'd rather focus on things like collections and other ways to play the game. Remember when you stopped playing MMOs more than a decade ago, you set aside 2 hours to get a thing in Final Fantasy XI with the help of your online friends. Took 6 hours. Yeah. It's never quick. These things are never quick. And most of the time, like, we don't mind, but I know for me personally, like, I just don't really want to spend that much time on it anymore. Unless, say, I'm doing something really special, like I'm having a great time with some friends, but doing a raid and having to carry a bunch of people who aren't doing any damage or who keep messing up on the same mechanics, and it felt not as nice as it has in the past for a long time. And I fully support Nivian's decision to stop doing it. In that capacity, anyway. You think you would enjoy Final Fantasy XIV just because your friends say it's the best story anywhere? Yeah, I tried it, and for me, the story is too much. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't have the attention span for the Final Fantasy storyline. I'll be sitting there with my show on my second monitor, letting all these cutscenes play out, and Nivian's like, why are you even watching the cutscenes if you're not watching them? It's like, I don't actually know. Beautiful game, though. And the community is really nice. Final Fantasy community. There's a lot of really nice people in there. How are you doing, Panic? You alright? How's it going? Yeah, I've been chatting with my brother, because I'm going back to the Netherlands for a long weekend next week. So no stream next Saturday, just so you guys are aware. On the 13th? Yeah, no stream on next Saturday. Because I mentioned this, I think, before. I went down this dangerous Instagram rabbit hole, watching people get really excited over cards, trading cards, at Pokemon TCG trading card shows. And I messaged my brother and I asked, because I wondered, like, whatever happened to our card collection from back in the day? And my mum moved house about a year ago. So I know she doesn't have it anymore. So I asked my brother, I was like, when mum moved, did you take the cards? He said, yeah, I thought I'd have a look to see if anything is worth anything, but I never really got round to it and I can't really be bothered, so if you want them, you should have them. I said, are you sure? Because that's quite a collection. I was like, yeah, there's a bunch of Dragon Ball Z stuff and Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in there as well, and yeah, just take it. If there's anything like major in there, just take me out for a meal next time you're back again or something like that. I was like, okay. So, yeah, I don't think there'll be anything major in there because we were kids. We did not have card sleeves, I know that much. I know we stored them in binders, mostly. But, yeah, no idea what the condition is going to be and if there's anything interesting in there. But I'll be able to bring those home with me next weekend or on the weekend. I'm very excited. You feel like you have much less focus time for media than you used to. There's just too much of it anymore and it starts to feel the same. But you will put out into a 3D print of a fractal fight. See, I think, like, I personally can't, unless it's something really specific and I'm like, I'm doing it with friends, maybe. I can't even really watch a movie anymore without having a secondary screen on. Which is quite depressing when you think about it. I just don't have the, I just get bored. Yeah, there are very few things that really keep me entertained. Yeah, hello. You can't write from your phone somehow. Yeah, you did. Local Burial, thank you very much for the follow. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Are you a Warhammer painter, or do you just enjoy watching people mess about with some paints and... Or maybe you just want to hang out for a little chat? I'm always curious to hear what people are up to, so... Interested in the lore. That's absolutely, that counts. Yeah, 100%. I'm not personally. I mean, I am to an extent, but like we're just saying about consummation of media, I don't really have the mental focus anymore to do much of anything. So yeah, I don't go for the Warhammer lore. I read different kinds of books. The grimdark universe is a bit too grimdark for me, but I love to paint them. It's genuinely my favorite thing to do. I think it's one of the nice things about Warhammer, to be honest, that there is something interesting for most people. I think some people really like the lore, other people really enjoy the hobby side of things, the painting and building. Other people like the gaming. Only Warhammer thing you're into is their version of Chaos Star, IRL Chaos Star, but it's more like a comp than Chaos. Chaos Star. Is that a lore thing? I know about the warp, or like the bad juju. but not... So how are you? Yeah, I am not bad. Nivian and I went to, it's called the Games Room, which is a trading card game shop above a pub this morning. And, oh, thank you. And I bought my first load of Pokemon trading card game singles. I picked up a binder the other day and some card sleeves and stuff. Because, like I was saying, I've been very much into the idea of Pokemon collections again since recently. And when I found out that this place existed, I got very excited. Still Chaos Stars off center with different length arrows. Oh, yeah, I know the design. Yeah. Ooh, favorite Pokemon. That is a difficult question. Barney J. Slanish Champion. Hello. Yours is Piplup. Okay, that's a good one. I'm normally, I always go for the fire type starters when I play Pokemon. I think it's difficult because I really like all the cute stuff. Makes me very happy. I think Fennekin would be a close contender. But Arcanine and Growlithe are very, like, the dog type Pokemons in general appeal to me. Gengar. Fennekin was your starter in X and Y. It's a good Pokemon. Very cute. I think one of the things I find most difficult about choosing a starter is sometimes it's knowing what it's going to evolve into and not liking the evolutions of it. But Fennekin is alright. I don't mind the Fennekin evolutions. They're alright. Like Delphox, or whatever it's called. Yeah, unfortunately my brain does not retain information as well as it used to. So I struggle to remember things a lot. But yeah, we went to this shop today and I picked out a load of different cards. They're really cute ones. They just have binders and binders full of it. Most of it isn't sorted. They specialize in Final Fantasy, or like in Magic, sorry. Not Final Fantasy. Nick was looking at the Final Fantasy Magic decks, that's why. You never played Pokemon anything? Have you lost your geek card? Ooh. You've, ooh, that's... You haven't lost your geek card. You've probably just had different geek experiences in your life. I think that's probably fair to say. It's surprising, that's for sure. Like most people have some sort of exposure to it. Yeah, I've played every game so far. Haven't liked them all, and definitely because of how my brain works and how I get distracted and lose interest. I've only finished like, I want to say 2 or 3 of them over the years, but I've loved every single one. Transformers on Legos, yeah. See, that's just a different different branch of the geekdom. No, I absolutely love Pokemon. I may or may not have spent too much money at this shop. Hi, buddies. Nick just brought the dog in, and he's gonna follow in a minute, I think, when he come and grabbed his drink from inside the house. He took him to the park for a nice walk. Yeah, I just want to build a really cute collection of Pokemon cards, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it yet, so I just bought a wide selection of stuff that I thought was really cute. And then I'll organize it at some point, go through and see. Yeah, doggo. Yeah, he's under my desk at the moment. He's gone back to have a drink and a snack behind. I'll show you the picture of the doggo. That's probably the easiest thing to do, because he's not... That's him. I'll dox myself. But yeah, he's a good boy. He's very black, very fluffy, and very cute. Very, very cute. He loves when we're all together, we're all chilling. So this morning I took breakfast upstairs into the bedroom for us all. I had a little like frozen yogurt little bowl for the dog that he could lick, and like some croissants for myself and my partner, and tea and coffee and stuff. And I just read my book for a bit, and Nick played on the Steam Deck, I think is what he did. Yeah, it's been very nice quiet morning. But yeah, I spent £84 on singles today. Yeah, £4.20 on bulk singles. I picked up I don't even know what they're called. A large Pokemon card, about yay big, with like shitloads of Pikachu on it, different Pikachu. They had one card in their binder. They hadn't like, there's only one binder that had been priced. Everything else was just like, bring whatever you have. Thank you, Barney. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm doing my best. It's it needs to be very crisp, very clean, very precise, this one. So that's what we're doing. It's not my normal style, but I am actually enjoying it, so it's good. Loki, you want to go through one of your magic decks and make it cute to hide how annoying it is to go against. So, the only time I've played Commander was with like a ridiculously cute deck with, I think it was like a bunny or something. It had like bunnies and otters and stuff in it. Like, it was ridiculously cute. I mean, just every time something would happen, it's like, oh, but I'm just a little guy. And then people would go, yeah, okay, fair enough. And then they wouldn't attack me. And turned out to be really, really dangerous. Because you buff, that deck is like a buffing deck. So you can buff yourself, you can buff friends. I can't remember what she's called now, but it's like a little bunny. Doing good, chilled. You finished with your foundation course for the summer. Nice. Remember meeting at RoseCon. Been meaning to pop. Oh, nice. That's very nice. Yeah. I did just wonder, like, are you this Barney or are you another Barney? But that's you're the RoseCon Barney. That's nice. Yeah, the Bumbleflower deck. That's the one. But yeah, I had a really good time with that. That was really fun. Very, very pretty. I just love it when things are cute and pretty and yeah. So yeah, I bought this massive card that was a Pikachu card, and they had another card, like a normal Pokemon card, with I had like 4 or 5 Pikachu in different styles on it, on the card. Chatterfang squirrels. I need to really learn more about Magic. I know very little about it. I just enjoy looking at it, and I enjoy when people are having a good time. You might have recently gotten back into it and spent way too much on singles. Oh yeah, well that's fine. I mean, you're at least building a deck. I'm not even building a deck, I'm just buying cute cards. But yeah, this one Pikachu card with the multiple Pikachu on it. It's like, oh, this is really cute. Like, it's really damaged, but mostly on the back, so I don't really mind so much because it's going to go in a binder anyway. And I took that to the till to get like priced up, and she said, "You are really lucky that you don't mind that it's damaged." It's like, why is that? So you're just being able to pick up a card for £20 that would have cost nearly £90 if it was mint. One squirrel enters battle. Surprises too. That sounds really funny. But yeah, Nick has been playing Final Fantasy precons, and he's going to the Avengers. 2 squirrels for the price of a squirrel. It is. Bargain. I love it when things are cute and you can, like you say, you can hide how annoying it is to play against because they're very cute. But yeah, so I bought this one really big Pikachu card, which I thought was ridiculously cute. And I bought this one normal sized card with a load of Pikachu on it, which I also thought was really, really cute. Which should have cost way more, but fortunately was classed as a damaged card, not even lightly played or heavily played, it was just damaged. So, lucky me, got that for way cheaper. And a load of cute bulk and a load of, there was a couple of like hollows and reverse hollows, like full art cards and stuff in there as well. But they're all, yeah, nothing like crazy expensive anymore. But it's been nice. And tonight I think I'll go through and try and come up with a plan for how I want to organize it all, because I don't actually know at all yet what I want to do with it, or what I actually want to focus on from a collection side of things. But I figured if I have a few things, I can start building a collection around the things that I have, rather than starting from absolutely nothing. That feels nicer to do it that way. And then I can keep buying singles. The most expensive one you bought, €85. Yeah. Cuteness is a weapon that is used against us. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm just a little guy. I'm not a danger. I promise. Nick had a pack earlier today. He didn't post a picture in my chat, but I'll ask him when he gets in. One was a full art card of something, and one was apparently a Final Fantasy character that people really like building decks around nowadays. I think the value, one was $45 and the other one was $38 or something in one pack. So he's like, oh right then, that was not what I was expecting. Don't know yet if he's gonna. I think he's either going to trade that other card to a friend for like, oh, just get me some boosters or whatever, or he might hold on to it. It's quite funny because I was making lunch, was frying bacon and eggs, and Nick was stood there next to me on the counter with his magic cards. It's like, you might want to move and like grab some go to a local art festival, and it's a bit, ooh, nice. You might want to move and grab some card sleeves, and just in case there's something in there. It's like, oh, but I won't know until I look it up. It's like, yeah, but then just for my sanity, please move. It's stressing me out. What kind of art festival? Festival, Dagoband? Listen, I just want to be a silly goober and make scrolls. I won't attack you unless you attack me first. Of course. Very nice, promise. Your main strategy in Commander Pause is to legit say, I'm not attacking unless provoked. Fair enough. Bacon. Now I'm hungry, sorry. I, for once, did not overeat. I was a clever girl. I stopped eating when I was full, rather than absolutely shoveling food in my face, which I'm quite proud of. Just a bunch of local vendors of wood, crochet, glass, food. Oh, nice. Those are usually the most fun to go to. Because you might find some really interesting things that you wouldn't expect. Doesn't work all the time, especially in pods where people get competitive or for casual games. When they do, you bring out your main deck. I think it's always wise to start, like, when you sit down at a table, just ask, like, what kind of decks are people playing? Are you bringing like a pre-built, or is this a wipe the board clean turn 2 kind of game that we're going to play? Because it's just not very fun if you're sat there with your basic deck against people who play like that. I know most people at the hobby store that Nick goes to play, they will bring multiple decks just to see, and then just use whichever deck is the one that will people will have the most fun with. Depending on, obviously, what the event is. Like if you play for an actual tournament or whatever, then it's a different story, but... The mean one usually wins by turn 6. It's just constant life gain token spam. Damn. Yeah, I think it's important to differentiate like between what kind of game you are going to play before pulling out a certain deck. Like especially if people are new to the games, it's not very nice if it's all evil. In my opinion, anyway. I know there are a lot of people out there who feel very differently and who would quite happily, absolutely curb stomp a beginner just for the lols. Which is fair enough. It's not for everyone. Sorry, I'm sitting in front. Won't curb stomp anyone that's new. You were there, you get it. No, exactly. You always ask if people want to go against squirrels or funny little robots. If they choose robots, then uh-oh. Yeah, I think it's important to just establish what kind of game people are hoping to play before you start in any kind of scenario, right? Just to make sure everyone is having a good time. You can still lose and have a good time. If the game doesn't feel super one-sided, it can still be really, really fun. When I win, preferably. Turn 6 in your pod doesn't necessarily mean turn 6 in a different one, I'd say too. My group has been consistent for 6 years and it's quite a grindy but interactive meta to the point that if you present a threat, you will not have it when you get to untap next turn. Yesterday our longest game was turn 16. Holy that's quite a long game. But yeah, tonight I will be going through my cute little Pokemon, trying to plan a collection. I've put stuff in like card sleeves and started at 10:30 and a little over 2 hours later, jeebs. I mean, I know of Commander games that go on for a long time as well, but that's usually because, well, obviously you've got 4 people, but... This is such a cool model. Such a cool model. You've had your snack. Doug has just sat that next between our chairs because he's learned to count, and he knows that normally when we trained him as a puppy, we always try to like teach him that it was the coming back that was a good time. So it doesn't matter if we left. It went from "you are a very good boy, here you go as your snack" to "oh, this one broke, have 2 bits." And now he really, really desperately wants 2 bits whenever we come back. So if we go to the bathroom, we're also coming back. It's very cute. It's very silly, but very cute. He doesn't beg, mind. He just, he doesn't like demand. He just sits there and just stares at you like, "You've forgotten." He's very polite over dinner, though. He doesn't beg at all. Yeah, I know, right? It's very, very cute. I think the most difficult part is that he's really proud of himself. He looks like proud of himself when he's doing something well. It's very hard to not fall for it. Here's where I made a mistake cleaning up the sprue, or the bits after they came off the sprue, so I've got a tiny little divot there, which doesn't show until you put an edge highlight on there, and then it misses that section. So be very careful about how I edge highlight that. Is anyone working on any models at the moment? Anyone painting anything? Trying to make a tilting fractal vise in your 3D printer. Okay. I'm not sure I understand what that is. You're waiting for your laundry to finish. You got the basement booked till 9 this evening, so you have time to drive. Oh, nice. Well, it's such a Scandinavian thing to have shared laundry space in the basement. I had that when I lived in Denmark as well. Shared laundry room. Never lived anywhere else that had that. It's quite nice, not having to buy your own washing machine and dryer. Look, I was help to make other oddly shaped objects. Okay. Tilting fractal vise. Bear with. Bear with. Oh, I see. Yeah. A grippy thing. That'll hold oddly shaped. Yeah. I don't think I'd ever think to 3D print one of those. I'd be worried that they wouldn't be like sturdy enough. I'd be worried that they would fracture or something. But I suppose it could work. God, getting in there. I feel like I've seen them with like what looks like bits of like bicycle chain to grip things. Really is in both the best and the worst because you can run 9 machines of a couple of hours, but everyone also wants to have their time for doing their laundry, so you have to book the room a week or two in advance to guarantee a slot. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I guess that would be annoying. But if you don't have like a plumbed connection in your house, and I suppose it's the only way to. Or in your flat, rather. Right, now you're making out of basic PLA until you work the bugs out, then you'll try high temperature carbon or metal infused nylon. Ooh. Yeah, that makes sense. Both are about 2 by 3.5. See, having your washing machine and dryer in the bathroom is a really sensible thing, but I've only ever lived in one flat in the Netherlands where it was possible to have my washing machine in the bathroom. Every single other place that I've lived in, the washing machine was in the kitchen. Or in like a cupboard, like a storage cupboard. You're gonna get going? No worries, have fun at the art marketplace thing. And if you buy anything fun, send some pictures. Good afternoon, goedemiddag. Good afternoon, how are you doing? Are you having a good day? Probably make that fit, but you would have to get approval from our housing board, if you could call it that. If you bought your flat, there are still some things you need approval of, and you would have to get a plumber to install a specialized safety valve in case of a leak. Yeah. Genesis is way easier to go downstairs. 100%. I probably would not bother. If you have the option of not having to pay for your own washing machine and stuff, and having like commercial sized machines in your basement that you can just book and use, way easier. Unfortunately, tired as F. Yeah. I'm very tired too, and I don't really know why. I slept quite well last night, but I mean, it's just, I guess it's just life, isn't it? But it, would be nice if it wasn't. For once, I'd like to not be knackered. The blues color is lovely. You like our vibrant? Yeah, it's when it's like. You see, if I should probably, if I show you like this. See if it will show properly on the camera. Like, it's getting there. It's getting there. The morphine meds are very unpredictable. One day it's all okay and the other just a big no. Oh, yuck, that's annoying. Oh, thank you for the follow, Turn to Chaos. I appreciate that. Fantastic job on that model. I appreciate it. It needs to be really good. It's a study project, and I quite a lot depends on it. So I really want to do a good job, and it's scary. Chaos, you're late. A wizard's never late. He arrives exactly when he means to. I'm in a big doubt on buying the new Armageddon box. Why are you in doubt? Been here for ages, totally. How are you doing? You doing alright? Don't lie, brother. Don't be mean to him. I never lie. The price is very steep. I don't actually know how much it is. I was expecting something like £185, £185, but I'm not sure how much it actually turned out to be. I'm not buying it. I have too many other things that I still want to paint. I don't see myself painting an entire army of orcs. So I might eventually like pick up a few bits and pieces here, but I want everyone who is really, really excited about 11th edition to be able to buy their box before I get what I at one point maybe want to paint, if that makes sense. I don't want to, like, I would be able to get a box if I really wanted to. It's the advantage of knowing the owners of a gaming store, that you can, like, if you got a copy spare, I could, like, because he actually messaged me like, did you want a box? And I'm like, I mean, yes, but also no. 185 in Games Workshop Direct. You got it from your local for 138. Oh, that's actually not bad. You don't see yourself painting full stop. You'll not be getting one. You've got too much on your plate to justify 2 new factions when you want to focus on Eldar and your display piece. Yeah, buy rules when they come separately. I mean, we're not, like, I would say yes. You're supposed to paint them unless you don't want to. Like, it's not mandatory, I guess, depending on whether or not you want to play in tournaments. You're talking euros? Yeah, I wouldn't know in euros. It's only mandatory for Chaos, yeah. You're exempt, obviously. Everyone else has a choice, yes. No, of course. One reason you can see yourself getting one is to keep and sell onwards to a friend who wants to get into it. If you've not touched anything months down the road. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I expect or suspect that there'll be stock of it for a while.
Let's get the fan on.
Yeah, it's on the Wi-Fi plug. Get around to it eventually. There's no rush. Don't get me wrong, 138 quid is not cheap, but if you consider how much all that stuff would cost if you were to buy... Oh, 100%! I think it's good value. Very good value. I just don't see myself painting it all. I've got too many other things and commissions and other projects on the go that I just really... I don't want to commit to that. Plus, I think I like orcs. I like how they look. But I think painting them would be huge, huge ball ache. Huge. Because there's like no dominant color on them. Color. You can't resist a cut price point. Yeah. You can't afford to sell chaos on a kidney. Poor chaos. Right. Let's get a few other colors in there. You sold my kidney, and I didn't even notice. Police are getting suspicious where all the body parts are going from. It's like one of those jokes, and like, oh my god, it's so annoying when people tell you to go donate blood, and then they get all annoyed when it comes in a bucket. It's like, where does all this blood come from? So, what, did you want my donation, or? That explains the stitches on your stomach when you woke up this morning. Yeah. Yeah, I wondered why I was feeling a bit groggy. Well, they would accept my donation of 17 eyes. Some of them are matching. Some of them? Oh, nice. That's actually quite generous of you. It's a nice stock and all that. Like, what do you mean you need, like, chain of possession and all that? No, my lawyer has advised me to stop talking about a totally legitimate body part selling company. Not that I would sell my brother for Warhammer, but how could they check that some are matching? Did they use some sort of tool? Just eyeballing. Oh, Johan. Like, when I started reading that sentence, I was like, obviously they would just do like DNA test. You match them by color, and if they don't match, then you might have people with heterochromia or something in there. So you just go by DNA. And then it was just eyeballing, and like, ah, how dare! Shut yourself out, yeah. It's a good thing we like you. You're hired, yeah. We need someone like you to take full. The police come and knocking. No, I'm Johan. Oh my god, you're hired. Hi, Dad. Speaking of Fall Guys, that movie is really fun. The Fall Guy. I watched it a bunch of times and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a nice, easy watching film, wasn't it? Yeah. I often struggle with movies. I find them either too serious or like too hard on the brain, if that makes sense. I'm a sensitive little sausage. And this was one of those where there was enough going on that I could think like, oh, this is fun. Without thinking or without needing distraction while I was watching it. So the last Ryan Gosling film I enjoyed him in before Project Hail Mary. I haven't seen Project Hail Mary. I did like him in Barbie though. Barbie was fantastic. I know there's like a lot of people who are like, oh, it's a girls' movie, but it actually is a really good movie. And I think everyone should watch it. Personally. Unironically, a great movie. Looks to where he posted next to your Warhammer stuff. Yeah, it was alright. I mean, Margot Robbie, right? As a non-binary, you loved it. Yeah, it's fun. It really made, yeah, sparked joy. It really sparked joy. It had something for everyone, I feel. And yeah, it made me very, very happy. They should make more movies like that. In my humble, honest opinion. Representation for all, and yeah, it was a joy to watch. Why have I got a gunk on my brush? Right, mushrooms. It's not mushroom here. I think one of my favorite things about the Barbie movie, just getting back to that again, is the voiceover bit where she sits there with and she cries, and the voiceover goes like, if anyone, like the casting director was hoping to get a shot of Barbie ugly crying, they should not have hired Margot Robbie as Barbie. I just found that very entertaining. Find it funny, your usual film test is accurate war history films and Barbie. Yeah. Totally fair, I think. It's great movie. Like, I would never watch war stuff. I completely understand why people are drawn to it, but just the idea of watching war movies just stresses me out. I need things that make me happy. Does that include fantasy war like Warhammer? It does, actually. It does. I would not enjoy the lore side of the game. I fully understand and appreciate how lore rich it is, but for me it's not something that I enjoy. I did like, apologies about this face cam malarkey with this thing in front of it. I've read one Warhammer book so far, and I did enjoy that, to be fair. But I specifically, well, I was advised to read that one on the basis that it's not very serious and can be read as like a standalone without having to know a lot about the lore or having to read read back 15 other books to be able to understand what's going on. And it was good, to be fair. I know you're all going to say, was it the Infinite and the Divine? I was like, no, it wasn't. That's the only other next one that doesn't include Lord of the Rings, though. So, here's where my tism comes in. It kind of does now. I used to be able to read, watch most things. It used to be no problem. But I want to say the last 15 years or so, it's gotten more and more difficult for me to enjoy things that are serious or make me upset in any way. I deliberately stay away from movies that are very, very serious or sad. And the same with books. It is difficult because I know that I'm missing out. I have read The Lord of the Rings multiple times. And The Hobbit and, well, not Silmarillion, that was a bit too dry for me. Sorry. I need to... I will repeat myself. Tell me when. I didn't have my stream manager up, sillily. Let me know when you guys are back. Free! Right, apologies, I didn't have my stream manager up, so I couldn't... Do you have Twitch Turbo, Jace? By any chance? Nope. Oh, that's weird. Are you subbed? Anyway, as I was saying, I used to be able to read all these things. I read Lord of the Rings multiple times when I was younger. Absolutely loved it. But I just... just Twitch, Jesus, you're not wrong. But I just can't. I just, not anymore. I really struggle with stuff that is sad. And I know that is silly, and I know that I'm missing out. I know that there's a lot of stuff out there that is amazing that I'm missing because I can't bring myself to watch stuff that doesn't immediately make me happy. But this is unfortunately how my brain works nowadays. I just check out if I don't if I don't watch or read things that make me happy. So can you watch Fellowship up? Yeah, we can watch Fellowship up until. Yeah, exactly. It's easier with movies, like fantasy movies. But still, I still struggle. I still struggle. Like my attention span is bad enough as it is. If I add having to watch something that makes me sad to it, it just yeah, not a good time for anyone involved. Everyone's different, and I'm aggressively into history stuff. It's because you're autistic chaos. Yeah, not officially. I mean, I am officially autistic, so it's yeah. I fully get all of that. You're officially ADHD, but probably AUDHD. Yeah, I'm officially the AU. But probably they couldn't diagnose me fully with ADHD. I went for that first, for that assessment, because I personally thought that there was a lot of traits that matched what my sauce of spicy seemed to resonate with. But I'm wondering if I've learned how to mask a little bit too well for the assessor to be able to give me a diagnosis. But they did say, oh, you should get assessed for autism, and that the assessor there was like, yeah. Your ADHD overpowers autism. Get 96% chance for twins to have the same neurospicy. Really? I did not know that. I know that there's, if there is a history in the family, like that was one of the first things they asked me, like, do you have parents that have been diagnosed? And my response was no, but they probably should have been. If my dad isn't some sort of spicy, I don't know. He's... Oh. Either tism or narcissism, or hashtag why not both. You still need to fact check that with different sources. Your first psychotherapist said you were highly likely. By getting an assessment? Yeah. Also, our granddad is president of a historical heritage railway. We had no chance. No, no. Absolutely, immediately. Zombie! Come in. Welcome. How you doing? How was your stream? How did it go? Hey-yo. What were you working on today? Oh, thank you for the follow, Codename Spectre. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's really kind of you. Ooh, 610. Oh, that is still so loud. I swear I've turned it down multiple times. I need to adjust it again, I think. Apologies for all of you who just got blasted. Stream was lovely. You made some good progress on display piece. Nice. Do you have any photos? I know, I'm sorry. Drycha, yeah. Those of you with trypophobia, look away now. She'll try and take one and share. Yeah, I'd love that. Think of the positives. I can no longer hear chaos. I love how there's no chill there. Like, brothers? Eh. Brotherly love? What's that? Icky lumpies. Icky lumpies. Looking around for more icky lumpies. There's some here. You know, sign language for this reason. We get along very well, just have weird ways of showing it. Oh yeah, no, that's quite obvious. Otherwise you wouldn't be excited to see each other in streams. I sometimes wonder what things would have been like if I'd had a sister my age. If we'd be... if we'd be close, or if we'd be problematic. I'd like to think we'd be close. You've got a genetic clone, it's even worse, yeah. Twinsies! It just means that if you keep some hair and some like saliva and stuff with you in a little pot, you can commit a crime and then just leave. No, wait. I was gonna say you can just leave his stuff behind, but that won't make any difference whatsoever. Thank you for the lurk, Grey Wolf. We mainly just split massive Warhammer boxes, so not all bad. Yeah, we had that discussion when we did criminology for A level constantly. What, whether or not you could leave each other's genetic material behind and hope that you could frame each other for murder. And for argument's sake, frame each other for Mordor. You shall not pass! Practical side for that A level was weird. Haven't you been caught yet? Twin studies were constantly brought up. Yeah, they tend to do well in biology, don't they? Nature versus nurture, splitting twins up at birth and all that. I always liked that study where they paired a human child with a chimpanzee child to see if the chimp would learn quicker and would develop in the same way a human would, but they had to stop the experiment because the human child was following the chimp more than the chimp was following the human child, and they didn't want to completely mess up the kid's life. After personality test of mode, you were the most likely to commit crime in the whole class. Ooh. You believe in nature? Nature? Drycha, yes indeed. Drycha indeed. Drycha's Bay. Or Drycha, or however you want to pronounce it. I said Drycha Hamadreth in my head. How are you doing, White Wolf? You alright? One of your first Sylvaneth was mine as well. Nurture. You can English. Mine as well. This is my second attempt at a Drycha. My first attempt is literally the first model I ever bought from our local hobby store. And I really like this model, and I have a like a training model to do, so I thought, you know what, let's see if I can do what needs doing. Pretty good, pretty chill, not painting. Sometimes not painting is the chillest. Should probably do some modding. Paint, how you doing? Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Right, I need a couple greens. Remember to feed and water your streamers, absolutely. I genuinely have considered putting a blink bitch redeem on my streams, because I forget to blink. Which is problematic when you're painting. Greens. Right, let's start with... Ah, that's my butt. Caliban green, I like that one. Stalin green. Eh. Um. I have so many options that it becomes almost more difficult. It's first world problems, obviously. I don't want it to be... Oh, this is nice. Dark green. Let's go there. That with that with... Dum-dum-dum-dum. Probably that. Not having the glasses frightens the streamer. Right. Don't roll over your microphone cable. That'd be very silly. But yeah, I forget to blink, which is dum 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 dum. Need some more greens because there's leaves as well. I get to do leaves. I like leaves. Right. Let us start. Let us begin. I have so many colors on my desk. It's disgusting. Some of them I haven't even used on this model, so... Oh, they were for this one. I did a, box art Commander Shadow Sun for someone. I was like, why do I have, like, Abaddon Black and Death Reaper and... It is because I was having to do black. Right, chat, what do I build? Your Demonettes or Chaos Demonettes? I'm not chat though, so feel free to tell me to go do one. Finally put up a pic of the work. Ooh, in the Discord. Camera has to get a firmware update. Ugh. Typical. Oh, sick. That is beautiful. The cloth on those trousers. Yeah, that is very nice. Very nice. Oh. Thanks, White Wolf. I appreciate that. Chat hath spoken. She started to come together. Yeah, she looks it. She's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Which is hardly a surprise as it's you doing it, but still, you know, right? Yeah, for those of you who haven't yet, when the suggestion came up when Zombie raided earlier, do go give him a follow. He does amazing work. Absolutely stunning stuff. And it helps that he's really, really nice. Just a genuinely nice person. Not too kind at all. Entirely deserved. See? There you go. White Wolf agrees. Talent, hard work, and a nice person? Darn. The package! Shall I leave it? No worries. Go have a sleep. Enjoy your night's rest. Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate it, as always. You're too kind. And hope to see you again soon, zombie. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Night night. Sleep well. Oh, thank you so much for the sub, Jim. Really appreciate that. That's very kind. How are you doing? Picked up a brush. Can't take a day off. No. Sadly, no. Would sub-assemblies have been easier? Yes. Do I make life easy for myself? No. No. Not even a little bit. Good shopping for conservatory roof panels as the hail and rain destroyed ours. Ugh. That sucks, I'm sorry. We can make lives easier for ourselves, yeah. Hi Krishy, how you doing? Schwing schwung indeed. Playing lots of video games. Nice. What you playing? We don't always have to be painting. Unless we're White Wolf, then we do always have to be painting. White Wolf can't take a day off. You're gaming and painting. What are you playing that you're able to paint at the same time? All these hair twigs things, they make me go a little bit cross-eyed. Trying to look through them to what's underneath is like the stuff of eye bleeds. Rogue Trader turn-based. Ah, yes. You're playing Escape from Tarkov. Oof. Hard work, or so I've been told. Trying to remember the game that Nick played at one point. That was Ducks. Makes me want to say Escape from Duckov, but don't know if that's what it is. But that was well hard. Surprisingly so, considering it was ducks. Done hanging laundry, we'll be meal prepping some chicken to freeze in and bring along a cooling bag as you're flying to Poland on Monday. What are you doing in Poland? If you don't mind me asking. If you do mind me asking, just either don't answer or tell me to mind my own effing business. Although in that case my retort would probably be, well then don't mention it. Visiting a friend, oh nice. I don't think I know anyone in Poland. Did some gender affirming stuff. Oh, nice. You're gonna start saying Chaos to mind his own business randomly when he asks simple questions. You know a red panda in Poland? We really do love gender affirming. And Quishy has been on quite a journey, so it's nice to hear. Especially during the hashtag current month. Do you want Mill with your team? Mind your own business. Yeah. There is a very funny Dutch retort, like where people are trying to be friendly, and the person they're being friendly to is exceedingly grumpy. It's like when you tell someone to have a nice day, for them to come back and say, "Dat maak ik zelf wel uit," which basically translates to like, I'll be the judge of that. Like, wow. Pride month, my powers have tripled. I mean, immortality for this month, according to me, myself, and I. Exactly. This year you finally go to Pride. Yeah, why not? The only one I've ever been to is the one in Amsterdam, and that was many, many years ago. And I got disgustingly drunk. It's really not something to be proud of. I had been quite sick for about a week when one of my friends said, "It's Pride, we should go." And I was like, "No, I've been sick, I haven't really eaten much this entire week." And he's like, "No, you're young, you'll be fine." And I woke up asleep in the shower. Still don't remember how I got home. If you go to Pride this year, you're gonna need to get your friends to do your makeup again. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, do it like, go all out. Would you go to Brighton for it, or is there a London one? I'm not entirely sure where the UK Pride places are. Adeptus, thank you so much for the sub. That's really kind. Thank you very much. How are you doing today? Animosities. You'd go to Bristol as your. Oh, okay, fair enough. You're good? Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Are you up to much this weekend, or is it a quiet one for you? Gonna be painting. Nice. What are you working on? See, good old progressive reform councils cancelling pride events. How are they even a thing? Should be shot. I honestly, like, someone sent me a link the other day of a pride event being cancelled, and the miners of that town apparently had once been supported during the Thatcher period by the other outcasts and the other people who had been let down by society, the gays, at the time. And they, oh, thank you. And apparently the miners repaid this year by raising more money than the funding would have been if they'd received funding, which would make me very happy. The new Commissar Greaves. Oh, nice. Very nice. So many cool models at the moment. I really it's quite difficult for me to not want to buy them all. Oh, it's been irritating me as well. I try to not like watch any of it when I can avoid it because it makes me angry. And upset. And I don't feel like they deserve the time of day of my being upset. Gotta catch them all. No way, different franchise. You got me some stickers? What kind of stickers did you get? Pop over and see. Pop over where? Are you streaming? You are. Bear with. Oh, cute! Very cute. Love a sticker. I should probably get some stickers made of my black dog. Like my starting soon, the actual black fluffy dog thing. I've got them with my logo, but not. I found myself browsing the Warhammer site. Oh, don't do that. No, go to like Element Games or something, or Wayland, or anywhere but the Warhammer site, basically. Unless you just want to look for everything and then go somewhere else to find what you actually want to get. I've done that in the past. Not knowing what I wanted to look for and just going for the Games Workshop website, just scrolling through. Sims Music intensifies, yeah. Yeah, you browse there, yeah, same. Because I don't often know the names of things. It's useful for me to just be able to look at the images. Just scroll through the entire catalogue and then go find the models that I want elsewhere.
It's a woman.
Nick just finished building something and he just went in, pat me on the shoulder and goes, "It's a woman! It's Femstodes!" He's building the Custodes with female heads and stuff. You don't have money to buy things yet, you're still browsing. Oh, yes. Yeah, that is. Hi, Nick! Johan says hi, Nick. You want the Blood Bowl Season 3 box, but you're behaving. I am waiting to buy anything at the moment because I've got a commission to do and I'll get paid in store credit. So I'm not buying anything for myself until I have my store credit to use. Making models of fantasy creatures that you don't see in real life. A woman. We are an elusive species or creature or whatever. Rare. Rare encounter. 11 out of 3 ratings. Looking at the shading is awesome. Thank you. Women are expensive, especially imported ones. I actually know someone who he always used to go on holiday to Thailand for Thailand reasons. One year he brought her back. Wife is USA, yeah, I remember. I remember. Damn, who hurt you? It's me. It's me, I hurt him. It's not true, by the way. I don't hurt him. He never asks me to, so. Nivian blinked twice. Rude. Rude. He's fine. You paint, I'm import, remember? I know exactly how expensive it is. That Nivian, a little Flo told me you've been cracking magic boosters, my man. USA was more expensive. We had to get the remote. Yeah, true. The black cap natters jack are back. That the black cap natter jacks are back. That is a great sentence. Jeez. I started visiting your garden. Really? Aww. Our garden has fencing around it on all sides, so we don't really get a lot of like crawly wildlife. We get birds. I try and put water out and stuff, but I'm too neurospicy to remember to refill the water often. I have one of those bird baths. I used to have a like a solar fountain thingy, but it floated around too much. So I was visiting. You're glad your autism and ADHD has kept you away from magic, however that's probably due to how expensive your other hobbies are, yeah. House dog, he's good. I know they're birds. I know they're birds. But like I said, like I've got very little to entice the birds in my garden at the moment. It's I try, but it's yeah, I forget. I've been playing a lot of Commander, but just for pre-con. You love Final Fantasy sets, trying to collect the cards. You get cool. You keep 4 bird feeders. Nice. I've heard horror stories about bird feeders, so I try and stay away from them. It's like someone in my mum has it's like a garden plot thing, a little bit like an allotment, but not quite. It's not meant for growing vegetables, although you can if you want to, but they all have their little like garden house and a little shed and stuff, so you could like stay there in the summer if you wanted to. They'll have plumbing and you can get gas bottles and stuff. Anyway, someone there had one of those spiral bird feeders where you can put the fat balls into. And they came into their garden one day and a squirrel got into it. And did not survive the night. Bless it. Hi Jet, how you doing? The robins are great. They wait for food you put. I love robins, and I love how territorial they are. I find them really, really funny. There's a couple of robins on my normal like dog walk around the block, and they always shout at you, and I find it really. There's something really funny about birds shouting at you as you walk past. I recently got back into it, and yet your last singles from Card Market delivered yesterday, 2 hours just in time for game night. Nice. Your feeders are all open houses. Yeah, that's way better. As long as you keep them clean so you don't spread diseases and stuff, it's doing good? I'm glad. Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm painting a model that I love, which helps. Always helps. Even if it's scaring me half to death at the moment. It's I love this model, so regardless of the outcome of the end result, I will still have enjoyed painting it, so. How dare you get better with every model? It's an offense to the neckbeard. I'm pretty sure the neckbeards also get better with every model. It's kind of the joy of painting, like, you get better. She was always great. She just gets more potential brought out over time. Oh, bless you. Speaking of great, hey, Johan. Yeah, exactly. Here. Sup? I think the joke is that you're great, Johan. It's not a joke. You are great, this is true. It's not a joke, it's a fact. He's a wizard. He is a wizard. He's a wizard, Harry. Magic is heresy. Now all we need is a horse, and we can have the horse heresy. A measurement of power? I'm a what? Friendship is magic, and magic is heresy. It's true. You will live and die by dad jokes. Good. Love a dad joke. Nearly. Dad jokes are great. Good dad jokes are great. Why did that not work? Why does that one break every time? Sorry, Barney. I don't actually know how to refund. It was fixed last time and it's just broken again. You absolutely did not break it. It keeps, for some reason it keeps losing connection between StreamerBot or whichever bot it's using. It's supposed to shout, "I'm not a shrimp!" and then show you a dancing shrimp on the screen. Or like a dancing, it's like back and forth. I'll see if I can show you. Don't know if I can. Don't know if I can.
Alerts.
God. Channel points. I don't actually know. There is a way to like test it. Oh yeah, send test alert.
I'm not a shrimp!
See, that's what it's supposed to do. Don't really understand why it didn't, but someone who has studied dance movement, that shrimp sound like a dancing, yeah. Like, Someone said dance moves and it's throwback to 2006 internet memes. Cat, I'm a kid again, and I dance. Oh god, yeah. Forgot about that one. Probably for the best, but on my first Drycha, I made my petals pink. Like a spring blossomy kind of. Pink. But this one is a bit more traditional. Before my time. Oh, don't, Barney. $2006. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Don't mind that there are ads on Twitch, but why is it the same 5 on every single channel? Let's have some variety. Yeah. I'd like to think that they would do like at least almost like targeted ads. Like anyone in the models and miniatures getting ads for 11th edition or something like that. And people in the hangouts and paddling pools getting ads for baby lotion and that's what dinosaurs were about, right? A few German and Spanish ads recently. That is weird. Yeah, that erectile dysfunction ad, that was weird. Funny but weird. They say that ads are targeted based on your browsing history, but I swear there's random ass stuff in there. Because you and Kaz got it at the same time. Maybe you share an IP address and he's been searching? Getting ads from Prada and Gillette, which must mean if it's targeted to smell bad, you need to trim your beard. You released a film about erectile dysfunction. Oh no. I mean, yes, but no. All your browsing is Warhammer Historical Podcast, Airsoft Guns, maybe because your son is player, maybe, yeah. Do you know what erectile dysfunction on old computers have in common? Floppy disk. My first home computer had a floppy disk drive. My first PC game came on a floppy disk. was called Alley Cat. And I thought it was very difficult and very fun. My second game came on a CD, but my PC couldn't handle it because every time I got to the point where I got out of the starting zone, oh no, it's the third game, sorry, I lied. Out of the starting zone, it would crash because you would get into a pod and it would go load a new zone, and it would crash every time I tried to do that. Floppy disk is what you use with a gramophone. Yeah, gramophone. And yes. I don't know, I didn't do inches, but they were about this big. Well, you know, like, big. This is where you go, ooh, lucky Nivian, ooh. Yeah, we had floppies and we had diskettes in the Netherlands. The smaller ones were the ones that weren't floppy but looked the same, and I think the ones that the save icon are essentially. But yeah, Alley Cat was great. Getting games working that made you interested in tech and made me good at helping people, and it's my career to shoot self. Yeah. You started putting Viagra on your tea, stops my biscuits going soft. Oh my god. The north of England is still on Messenger's pigeon to send mail. Could use some double-sided, really? I guess to keep me from rolling out of bed. Use it as a stability stand. Use Viagra. I don't know what we look like. Oh my god. You're all nuts and I love it. Blink, woman, blink. My wife finds my job super relaxing to help her sleep. I asked Nivian to explain tactics in his PC games, which he was either playing on the laptop or on the Steam Deck in bed. And it's one of the most soothing things out there. It's ridiculously nice. Nuts? No, I'm barley. These nuts? Oh god. How many of these jokes have we had now? 6? 7? Sleep in a different room, I expect. Get the whole West Wing to yourself, nice. I thought I escaped it, no. We only use it ironically here, Barney. Only ironically, until it slips into the vocabulary accidentally, like yeet, that was one of those as well. Where you hate it and only use it ironically until it turns into something that you accidentally use and you hate yourself for it. It's a problem. But yeet is useful. You hate it so much, yeah. It is a good word. Yeet is great. It feels like it actually has use in vocabulary. Because I don't really think there is another word that does what yeeting describes. The other stuff is inane madness, and whomever uses it needs to be dealt with. Oh, I know. Swiftly and without mercy. Autism hates things without meaning and upside down 9. And excuse, yeah. It stresses me out that no one seems to know exactly where it came from or why it is what it is. Like, even those people who say that they know where it came from don't actually. Like, it was something that someone famous once said, or something along those lines, and it makes no sense at all. I just find it very funny that Keir Starmer went to a school somewhere, tried to make a joke about it, and had to be told that actually that meme is banned in school because, well, for obvious reasons. People in Foundation course ask you about current memes, you have to remind them it's so disconnected from outside for the internet. Yeah. You know where it comes from between 5 and 8. Oh god. You worry for the future generations and a few of yours. Yeah, no. I think it's I worry for future archaeologists and historians. Like having to explain all this nonsense. You think the atomic firestorms will deal with future? Yes, probably. Don't get my hopes up. Wow. Birmingham might finally become happy. Oh. Oh. Shots fired. Damn right, shots fired. Gun crime is rife here. Everyone's packing around here. Farmers. Farmers' mems. Exactly. Really? Like who? Farmers? Farmers' mems? Classic cinema. And that's why you love the West Country. The only place that's better is probably Scotland. Scotland's good. I like Wales too. Ireland. But they'll be angry to get lumped in with UK zones. Rightfully so. You like Wales, but you couldn't eat a whole one? Yeah. Basically anywhere that's not England is better. I mean, I get where the jokes come from. I promise I get it. I actually quite like England. Some of my favourite people are here. I struggle to joke about it. You're joking. Your claims that you do like it here. Yeah, exactly. It's funny to joke about, though. Because it comes with growing up, yeah. You argue there are worse places due to certain freedoms certain governments don't allow. Yeah. You favour Scotland, for the record, yeah. No, I'm... That's fair. I also like Scotland. They have haggis. I love haggis. Narnia. Don't think you'd have to go as far as Narnia to find problematic governments. What do you mean far? Narnia is just through the wardrobe. It looks lovely, plus you hate the heat that it's colder up here. I like it when it's warm, but only if I don't have to go places and do things. Like if I can just be in this garage with my AC on, and or if I can lay in my garden with some shade and a paddling pool for the dog and stuff, I really like it. But if I have to go sit in an office without AC and look at spreadsheets for 7.5 hours, not super fan. Not a super fan of that. Every time you've gone to Scotland it's been warm. The issue is I was rehearsing for a show at 36 degrees. Yeah, exactly. Worse is that it's usually like dress rehearsal, so it's always in full costume and boiling hot, and you end up sweating through your costume and it's rank. Dyslexia, you're gonna have an argument with you in a minute. You must have realised by now that no matter what you've typed, even if you felt like you needed to correct it afterwards, we've still been able to completely understand what you were saying, so I wouldn't be too worried. The original plan was dressed, but it changed. Oh, yeah. There's something absolutely disgusting about the dress rehearsal. In full dress, in the heat. Because you, generally speaking, don't have time to, like, wash things before your first. Sister-in-law's dyslexic and you can read her messages, they're way worse than yours for sure. Yeah, exactly. You missed that show and the course finished 3 days ago. Huh. Was it a theatre show that I would know? Or could know? Or was it a small production of something? Welcome back. That was a quick one. Oh, that's what she said. You said it before I could type it out, yeah. What can I say? I'm beginning to know my audience. And one day I'll learn to keep my head out of the shot, sorry. Beginning to know. You just got here, I know. But you fit right in, you see? Targeted stream, much like ads, yeah, exactly. They're onto me. That's also fit right in. That's also what she said. Yeah. Yes, White Wolf. Okay. Bit of a stretch. That's also what she said. Giggity. Who said what? Bit of a stretch for that, mate. Bit of a stretch. It's like, I would be so lucky if she said that. Okay. I'm genuinely going cross-eyed looking at these little hair tentacly things. Drycha, my darling. Your hair is giving me a headache. Right. Tidy up. I really don't like painting with small brushes. Paint always bloody dries up before you even get it on the model. Okay. How is it that even on a wet palette my paint is still drying up? It's only been 3 hours. Ridiculous. Okay. Love to hang in here. I have to go to... No worries at all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you hanging out here, Joanne, as always. Thanks for the laughs. And enjoy the rest of your evening. I won't stay too much longer either. I'm going to make some dinner in a bit. But I've got some green on my palette and I want to use it. Doop, 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 doop. The little leaves there. The little leaves here. Doop, 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 doop. We're getting there. Nick has gone off to play Commander. His game starts at 6, so he's gone in the house and get ready for all that. And I will bring him some dinner later when I am ready to go in, which I am not yet. Blood drunk Bruce, how are you doing? Good evening. Yes. Yeah. Age of Sigmar Ents it is. Yeah, so I just really like the Sylvaneth, and I have a training project to complete, and I figured, well, I might as well paint something that I really, really enjoy painting. While I'm allowed to, between quotation marks, for a brief. So here we are. Are you working on anything at the moment? Maybe not right this second, but in general. Oh, appreciate it, thank you. Yes, you've been painting lots of Lotter minis. Nice. Anything in specific or in particular, or just... I've never painted any of the Lord of the Rings minis. I think they look awesome, but I've never really had an opportunity to. Plus, if I can paint Sylvaneth, I feel like that's quite a lot in the way of, like you say, Ents. Finished Gandalf last night and earlier in the week some Uruk-hai. Nice. You loved it. It was a nice change from Warhammer. Yeah, I think because I don't really paint much like 40k, most of what I do is Age of Sigmar. I don't really get as like Space Marine burnt out as a lot of people. Burnout is real, yeah. It's important to change to something that you actually want to paint if you feel like you're getting close to a burnout, because it's be a shame to not want to paint anymore. Usually you switch between Warhammer, Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good shout. For me, it's Warhammer and Age of Sigmar, which is enough of a change of scenery for the time being. Anyway, that might change when if I end up painting way more, or if I do more commissions or whatever, I might end up needing more of a break. But I've got the very fortunate advantage of having a partner with a 3D printer, so I can just ask him to print me a really cool bust or something like that, and What's my favorite Age of Sigmar mini? Ooh, that's a difficult question. I really like the Black Coach. Drycha is also very high up there. Alariel. God, I really like Tree Lords as well. Like Durthu. Leviathan from the Deepkin, I don't know if Deepkin. The big old turtle. That's really fun. Eridan the Witness. Well, he's Stormcast. So yeah, that works. Yeah. You're currently looking at all the ones you're saying that you forgot. The Black Coach is beautiful. I've had such a good time with the Black Coach. It was really, really fun. It's, yeah, I've got mine over here and it's, yeah, I really love painting that. It was hard work, but it was really, really, really fun. And for me, the most fun I've had painting 40k, probably Harlequins, which I know is a controversial take. Or, I mean, I really liked the Redemptor Dreadnought as well, that I converted. That was a good time. But I just find that there's more fun to be had with Age of Sigmar models, generally speaking. I just enjoy them more to paint. There's a weird line between being fun and difficult. When you painted Fulgrim, you were indifferent, but Mortarion was a blast. Yeah, so when I painted Fulgrim, I painted Fulgrim Transfigured, the resin kit, Forge World resin. And when I started it, I quite liked it. And by the time I finished it, I wanted to throw him out the window. I made the mistake of putting him down for a while, taking a break. And that was when I'd done the most fun bits. So when I came back, I didn't have any of the wins anymore. You think Age of Sigmar models are way cooler than 40k. You have a lot, but only painted a handful. Yeah, well that's it. Because we do a little friendly competition with our friends once a year for Christmas, and ours was the last year's. It was a centerpiece model, and we could convert the base if we wanted to. And I did Fulgrim for that, but I got really excited about the project at the start of the year when we went to Warhammer World in November, I want to say, or January, just to get like some inspo, and I placed an order for Fulgrim just after, I want to say, and started building him quite early on, like at the start of the year, which was a big mistake because he didn't need to be finished until December. and it just yeah, it's because I put them down in March for to have a bit of a break, and I had to pick them back up in October, November time, and it just was a slog after that. It's awesome. You're the only friend. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I'm very lucky in that sense. We have a couple of friends who paint, and well, my partner paints as well. No one lives close, like just my partner and I. Everyone else lives at least an hour away. Well, like 45 minutes now. One of them moved house, so it's not as bad anymore. But yeah, they don't live close, so we normally people for the last like 5 or 6 years people have come over to our house for New Year's, and we just have a little like nerdy New Year's party rather than the big old parties that people have where everyone gets hammered. We might have a beer or two, but none of us are big drinkers, so we play some board games or watch some silly TV, or in the last few years my partner's done a Warhammer quiz for us, which has been really, really fun, like a co-op Warhammer quiz. And yeah, we've been doing this little friendly painting competition thing for the last 3 years. So yeah, it's been a good time. We've enjoyed it. It's been fun. He did enjoy Fulgrim towards the end of his paint job and was all tying together. He painted both Mortaring and Fulgrim in a very grim, dark, or even horror themed, something you'd see in Resident Evil. Nice. Jealous. Yeah, I'm very lucky in that respect. I've had a lot of support from the hobby community and from friends and stuff. We've just had a really nice, close-knit group, and having something like Nerd New Year's has been a joy. I'll ask my partner to upload his Warhammer quiz this year. Channel rewards are... Yeah! Will you wear wigs? Yeah, I try. It's they're I've got a blue one and 2 pink ones, so they're not actually like Lord of the Rings wigs, but it's the voice command is Mary saying Dominic Monaghan saying, "Will you wear wigs?" And it gives you the image of his the cow with wavy pink hair, wavy blonde hair. Yeah, have you worn wigs? When will you wear wigs? Oh God. Oh, nice. My will you ever wear wigs? Yeah. My network switch just fell off the wall, which is fantastic. And the answer is yes, I do wear a wig. Oh God. That was ages ago. Jeez. Well, so thank you, Twitch, for there we go. I thought that was no, okay, cool. Thank you, thank you very much for the follow, Bruce. That's very kind. To this day, it's a mystery why Elijah said he didn't wear wigs. It's funnier, I guess. No, it was Frodo, yeah. Funny, I got to the convention, he said he don't know why. He said he doesn't because he did it for... Yeah. Do you ever wear wigs? No. Will you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? For Frodo! It still tickles me that they will, like, probably that army where, like, Aragorn shouts for Frodo as they storm the gates, and probably, like, 95% of the people in that army will have no idea who the fuck Frodo is, pardon my French. You blame Sauron personally. He needs to play your Lothar minis, yeah. Yeah, for Aragorn, it's not enough. Funniest thing is rewatching the movie and seeing it. Frodo, I know. There's some really, really weird shit in that, and it just... You love the idea of Frodo doesn't know Legolas's name, yeah. Uruk-hai, your absolute favourite minis to paint. I've never painted any. I feel like I should. I feel like it's one of those things that I should do. Also, I really need to stop touching this model for now because I can tell my palette is my palette is drying up again. You can see that, like, it's, and my paints are drying on my palette, which is not a good time, and I'm not going to reset my palette now because I am tired and hungry and I need to eat some food. So, let's have a little look to see who is about. Does anyone who could do with a little raid? Let's browse. Let's browse. Let's browse. Dip, 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 dip. Someone with, like, oh, this looks cute. Let's have a look there. Perfect timing. You have to head out anyway. You'll wait for the raid though. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I've had a really nice stream today. It's been a pleasure. So let's go here. I don't know who this person is, but they're painting some of the oh god, what are they called? I can't remember now. That's really ridiculous. Oh my god, what are they called? They're really, really cute. They're birds and mice and stuff, and they're ridiculously cute anyway. So let's go there. Just painted Gandalf on stream last night. Nice. Balrog was unexpectedly quick to paint. Ooh. I really need to try and... It sounds to me like I really need to try and do some at some point because it sounds really fun. So, yeah, I really, really appreciate everyone's support again today. It's been a pleasure. I've had a really nice stream. I'm creating a raid to go see Laden Roses, however that's pronounced. Yeah, thank you all very, very, very much for the support, for the stream, well, just hanging out with me, for all the follows, the new subs. It's been a pleasure. It's yeah. Thank you all very much. Progress today has been pretty good, I want to say. I'm quite happy with how she's coming along. And yeah. Hope you all come with me to do a little raid. And yeah. See you all on Wednesday. There's no stream next Saturday because I'll be in the Netherlands. So, bye bye.